Hope you're doing well. I'm okay. Leave a comment saying you can hear me and that I'm live, because it always shows me that there's trouble with my Rumble feed. I am on Facebook though. There's no video. Alright, thanks cuz. Appreciate that. Hope you can hear me. I don't know, it's been kind of one of those mornings where things are not working right. Seems that I don't know, it sounded like something was outside my house when I was towing my car. Then it sounded like something was in my car. So I don't know if I'm creeping myself out and just kind of one of those days, or if something, an animal or something, has been messing around. So either way, I hope everybody's having a good morning. It's Friday. I think it's Friday. Hope it's Friday. Yeah, those kids. That kind of creeped me out yesterday driving, talking about them. So what did I do? I decided to come up with another topic to freak everybody out. Yeah, it's one thing when you're driving along, listening to music and all that. You don't really think about much. You just kind of going. But when you're by yourself and you start talking about creepy things, then your mind starts wandering because you don't have something music to distract you or anything. So let's hope I don't get too weirded out, because today's video for a topic, yesterday I almost hit a deer along the way. Luckily, it stayed on the side of the road and didn't come out, because by the time I seen it, if it would have decided to run in the road, it would have been a done deal for my car. But anyways, let's hope that doesn't happen today. Prayers and good vibes and all that to everybody. But today's video, though, I've heard a few times, and I never knew why. I guess I kind of had a suspicion, but I never knew why. So I decided to take a little time yesterday and kind of do some light research. I didn't go too deep into it because I had a pretty busy day yesterday, and around the house, getting things cleaned up. Better half bought a futon, helped carry that up for the loft upstairs. So I helped carry that up, put it together, and all that. I even baked a cherry pie. It just sounded good. Haven't had a good slice of cherry pie in a while. So, but anyways, back to the topic at hand. I guess I'm getting a little distracted this morning. Um, I've heard people say never whistle in the dark. I was like, well, sure, why not? Sounds catchy. It sounds good. I don't really whistle very much, so it's like I don't think I have to worry about it. But so I don't know if you guys know, but there's several fascinating reasons to do with not whistling in the dark. Um, and the most basic explanation is non paranormal, non scary, is you're in the woods or something, or you're whistling, a rabbit or something went across the road up ahead. But if you're whistling or whatever, you're giving your location away to any nearby animals, or if you're being hunted or something because of a war or whatever, they can hear you whistling, and they're able to triangle, yeah, they're able to zone in on where you are. So just for that standpoint, it's not a smart idea to whistle in the dark at night. But now let's get into some of the more spooky, spiritual, paranormal side of it. Uh, and it's really basic lore. Um, Pretty much what a lot of folks believe, like in the Appalachians and such, is if you whistle at night, you're attracting bad luck, bad omens, bad spirits in general to you. They can hear you whistling, and they come closer to you, and if you keep whistling, they'll find you. So they believe that's almost like a summoning, um, but that's why a lot of folks. I mean, and this ain't just like Appalachians. This is like across the world, from the stateside to Korean, Japan to I believe Israel and them has the same beliefs. And so this is just not. Oh, jeez. I don't know if you heard that, but once again, I need to get that damn bell on my car because every time I take a curve or something, it goes off. Good thing I can't whistle, right? Because I tried to play it off. I was like, I just don't whistle. I don't whistle because I don't know how. I mean, I know how, but my mouth won't let me. I try to play it off though. I don't whistle. But yeah, I need to get this bell out of the car because every time I'm driving to work, it's like ding 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 ding. And it freaks me out, especially when I'm talking. So yeah, so it's worldwide and such. Now, the like I said, it's sorry folks, I'm trying to collect my thoughts and pay attention to driving because this is about the time I've been seeing the deer is through this area last week. So gotta keep my wits about me. But so far we said it's to not let the enemy or animals or whatever be able to track you down in the dark, and bad spirits and such being able to find you, bad omens, bad luck. Um, Lord knows I don't want none of those. And then you have, and this is something that I don't like to speak about. I hear him speaking about these guys is a taboo thing to do. And I try to be respectful to all beliefs and all religions and all that. So I kind of, when I speak on anything like that, I try to do it respectfully. And it's this time I was kind of hoping to be out of the wooded area before I talk about it, but I guess not. The show must go on, right? So the Navajo Indians, and it's a shame. I guess I should have taken time to look up where they're based off of. I think they're I think they're down in the Midwest, lower states, like around Arizona, New Mexico. I could be wrong though, because where I'm at, we have the Seneca Indians and uh, Mohawk Indians and such. We're up in the history of these lands. Just to let you know, I couldn't hear you. Oh, you couldn't hear the bell. Well, I wasn't sure if you guys could pick it up on the audio of this or not. Um, and I do have a bell in here. It's from the Christmas in July putt putt where I was roasting my chestnuts off. Um, so yeah, I'm not. It's not paranormal, guys. I'm not just. So yeah, like I said, I wish I would have took the time to to figure out where they were. I was kind of researching just before I went to bed. Make sure you guys check his channel out. I'm sure you can click on the comments and such and find him. If not, take the time to look him up because he puts out a lot of great content. Mohawk Indians, yeah. So you have that blood in you, cuz believe it or not, there's a deer. Did you guys see it? A little bit further down this time, but so the Navajo Indians believe that, and this is probably would have been more back in the day when there's a lot more woods and such. Um, they believe that when you're walking through the woods or whatnot and you're whistling, you're inviting you're uh, you're inviting the Skinwalker to come find you. Skinwalkers were able to come find you. Yeah, of course now it's really foggy here. I'll see why it doesn't translate to video. Sorry guys, I didn't realize my hat was in front of the camera the whole time. I know you can still see, but that should be better. So yeah, they believe that it would bring those things around, and you don't want to mess with those things. Those things are absolutely terrifying, from my understanding. It's beings that change into animals and such, and they were mischievous. Deers are evil. Deers are devil, evil demons. They do destroy. I don't know what that was, a rabbit or something. I don't know if I got it or if it scooted underneath the car, but yeah. So they will. They you don't. Let's just put it this way: you don't want one to be around you. From my understanding, they're not going to be good to you, and so whistling in the dark for them is not good. So I hope I convinced you guys that whistling in the dark is not good. They also say that the walkers will whistle themselves at night to try to attract people to them. I will recommend if you're out and about at night and you're hearing whistling, you don't see the person, do not follow them. Do not follow that sound. Don't do it. I promise you, you're not gonna find Mary Poppins in the woods. You're probably gonna find it. You're gonna find Pennywise. All right. So take Mr. Fedora's advice and don't do it. More details on what a skinwalker is. You know what? Um, no. What I will do, cause is I will do proper research and do a video, not when I'm driving in my car, and do a video about it. Um, the Skinwalker, though, is from my understanding, and I might be way off because I didn't do my proper research on them, other than for the whistling. I've heard about them throughout the years, but I never really heard them to be around this area or any areas I'm typically at, so I wasn't too worried about it. Um, I believe it. I hate to say this, but I believe I heard them as far as whereabouts you are there, cause but they pretty much were part of the Navajo, um, part of the Navajo tradition, stories and such about different humans being able, witches and such, being able to change their forms into animals, and they would torture people and not do good if they catch them. That's the very basics of. I know there is a place that seems to really have a lot of them called the Skinwalker Ranch. If you're bored and you have a little time, check them out. You're not walking in the woods. But yeah, so I don't recommend walking in the woods in the middle of the night anyways. There's so many different things out there, from Bigfoot to wild animals to skinwalkers to witches to, yeah, I mean, and the Appalachian mountains and such, they seem to be some of the most terrifying places to be in the middle of the night. They got so many different things that's crazy. Um, Even not supernatural, you got some people out there in those woods that either A, they don't want to be bothered and you're bothering them, they're not going to let you bother them for more than a second. Or B, they were hoping you'd come here around them so they could have a little extra dinner that night. And that's not, I'm sorry, people, that might sound like I feel that way about everybody up in the woods, and I know that's not the case. But, you know, they didn't make a movie like Wrong Turn for no reason, if you know what I mean. And hear banjo music, you better start thinking about where you're at. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are enjoying me explaining things on my videos like this. There's all kinds of content about different things I can go into, um, or whatnot. But That's scary. But I don't know. I don't mind trying to do a little research and talking about different things because it gives me a topic to do while I'm driving and not just trying to figure out what to talk about for the day. I, Another thing that I hear, and maybe I'll see about researching this a little bit, is I hear people, and I've kind of had this happen to me. Actually, I'll tell you a couple things. One about whistling. Where I work at, we're doing testing out some of our new equipment, and I wish I would have thought about it because I could share it on here. But anyways, as we were checking out the voice recorders, I went back because we always go through everything, even if we're just testing them out. As we didn't hear it at the time, but as I was reviewing audio, we hold meetings at my work for Warren Area Society Paranormal. We caught somebody randomly whistling that wasn't there. Was It was like it started off softly, like somebody was walking up to the person, got louder, and then faded out as if they walked by the person. That happened at my work. Um, and then another thing I was going to talk about, or what came to mind, was people hearing voices that sounds like somebody they know, and nobody's there. And I had that happen to where it wasn't audible, like as we're there, we didn't hear it, but going over our audio cassettes and such after the investigation, it was kind of creepy because we started listening, and what I thought was just our voices, like the people that were there. And then I started paying attention to what was actually being said and such in this place, and yeah, it wasn't the people that were investigating; it was their voices, but the what was being said was not matching the actual conversation being had, and it had like a weird clown laugh to it. I don't know if I still have that audio. That's about 8 years old now, but that was pretty creepy. Yeah, right. But it's on audio, and other people heard it. So, but that house was in the woods too. To come think about it, that house was like my house. It was in the woods. It was creepy, and hearing it and the realization of it, that was weird. That still kind of gives me chills because that house had all kinds of activity to it. But friends and family, it's time for me to get coffee, get to work. This is not paying the bills, so I hope you guys have a great day. I hope it's a blessed day. I hope it's a Friday, not a Fry Boo. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, I'm ready to get some coffee in me. So hey, I appreciate it. I enjoy that somebody was riding along with me. Um, Here's a little something for you. You're not supposed to ring bells in the dark either for the same reason as whistling. But I felt a little safer being in public. So, all right, family, friends, paranormal fanatics. I hope you enjoyed. I will talk to you soon. As always, stay spooky, and I have new content on Mr. Fedora's Attic. I hope you enjoy that as well. As always, be good to each other and stay spooky, friends.